Shalom. Yahweh Shemi Shabbat to all the brothers. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Yahweh Shemi to all the sisters. I'm priest and officer at Bada Yah at 1000, holding down the class until General Mahayaman gets here, or higher working brother. This is the Monday night scripture breakdown class. Please have all your questions ready for General Mahayaman in the chat, Babu Shaw. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. We teach that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native men, women, and children are God's chosen people according to the Bible. But tell me, Babu Shaw, give me the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. In these last days of time, we must separate from our oppressor. We have to separate from our oppressor and fear the Lord. Separating from our oppressor is not following after his customs, his lifestyles, his ideologies, his way of life. Because he's the wicked of the earth. He's the devil, he's the liar, he's the deceiver. He is full of wickedness. We have nothing to gain from following our oppressor. All that's going to happen is that we're going to stay on the bottom, and he's going to continue his rulership that a little bit longer. And we must fear the Lord. Obedience to Abba, obedience to the Most High God, is what's going to get us out this captivity that we're in. But we need brotherhood and unity to do it. We gotta the commandments hinge. All the commandments hinge on these two: fear the Most High, love the Most High God with all thy heart, that's your mind, all thy soul, and all thy strength, and love thy brother as thyself. I'm paraphrasing. The second is like naming this: love thy brother or love thy neighbor as thyself. So, if we can do those two, we can keep the whole law. But thumb me out. You ready? Can you give me the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1, Babu Kashaw?
This book is Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
It says, gather yourselves together. Where should we gather together? In the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General YAHANNA. Yes, Commander General YAHANNA is the man to lead Israel in these last days of time. He holds the seat of Christ on the earth until he returns. The Most High God raised up the I.S.U.P.K in 1969, and it kept rolling ever since. We are the home of the truth. The fake Israelite groups that's out there, you gotta leave out them. You gotta come out of them and come to the I.S.U.P.K. That is against Christ. You're going against the Most High. You're not following order. You're not doing things decently in order. You got to come through the straight gate, the narrow way. Broad is the way that leads to destruction. That's the destruction. The fake Israelite groups, the Christian churches, the Muslim mosques, Buddhism, Christianity, of course, Hinduism, all the other religions, all the other idols of the heathen. And idols is just vain. It means nothing. It holds no weight. They can't help you, hurt you, harm you. They can't eat, talk, sleep. They can't do anything. They're nothing. They're meaningless objects. Read it again from the top of the show.
Come. Book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together. It says, gather yourselves together. We have to gather ourselves together in these last days of time in the I.S.U.P.K. We got to join. We got to tune into these classes. Tune into the all the radio shows, Cross the Line, Black Watch, Round Table of Truth, Let a Hebrew Speak, and all the other radio shows that are in the I.S.U.P.K. Public Show. Of course, the next lecture or the next cookout is in California. Shout out to the I.S.U.P.K. California. Commander YAHANNA is holding a lecture there. It's about, you know the title of the lecture, Mahayaman? I would look it up too. I can paraphrase it, but I don't got the exact title. It's about how, video games and pornography destroy your marriage. I believe that's how the lecture is going. But the exact title was on the promo. So it says, Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. We are not desired here on the earth. We are God's chosen people. Shalom. Christ. We are not desired here on the earth. We are God's chosen people. So the other nations hate us. The Most High considers them as spittle, as nothing, as a drop that falleth away in the bucket. We have all the Most High God's love. He gave us. He gave us His law, statutes, and commandments. He gave us everything, and gave them nothing. But our disobedience separates us from our power, the Most High, and He has to chastise us and put us in and punish us. And one of those punishments was Deuteronomy 28 and 68. We'll be taken on those slave ships. We're going to Egypt again. With ships. By the way I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And then we'll be bondmaids, and we'll be bondmen to our oppressor, who is ruling the earth today. Esau, so-called red man. He's red. His blood showed through his skin. He came out red and hairy all over. Read on, Baba Kushal, in Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 2, Baba Kushal.
Verse 2. Before the decree bring forth.
Before the decree bring forth. That's the when the Most High God sends Yahushua and Mashiach back to free us out of the captivity that we're in. That's what that is. Go ahead.
Come. Before the day pass as the chaff.
Before thermonuclear fire comes to a city near you in this land called America. Thermonuclear fire will happen to America. All the past kingdoms have fallen. Why can't America fall? Babylon will fall to rise no more. It will fall. The daughter of Babylon. Go ahead.
Come. Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
Right. Go ahead.
Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
We don't want to experience the Lord's wrath. We already experienced His wrath right now. We see how we jammed up. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes for not keeping the laws and the dietary laws. Leviticus the 11th chapter. Not keeping the high holy days, celebrating the pagan holidays. And then we get unlived on those days. Look at Labor Day. We got a lot of unalignment in Philly alone and in Chicago. We don't want to keep suffering the same punishments over and over again, these generational curses. Because when we don't keep the law, we teach our children not to keep the law, and then they teach their children not to keep the law, and then when we come back to our children, we don't keep the law. So we today got to break those generational curses by keeping the law. It always came back down to it. Adam was supposed to keep the law. He was not supposed to listen to his wife and his wife Eve, and Eve was not supposed to listen to the serpent. He was just supposed to obey Abba, our Father. That was it, and that was all. Read on with them, y'all, please.
Come. Verse 3. Seek ye the Lord.
So we got to seek the Most High power. We got to open up these scriptures and read. I meant to say, I'm quoting the scripture. Open up the scriptures and read. Read the scriptures. That's what we got to do. Open up these scriptures and read. Ask questions in class. Attend class. Soak in the Lord's words, the Lord's knowledge. Soak in those breakdowns. Go ahead, Mathamiah.
All ye meek of the earth.
All ye meek of the earth. We're the meek of the earth. We're on the bottom. We're the humble. We're the ones that need justice. Go ahead.
Which have brought His judgment.
How have we brought the Most High God's judgment? Again, it goes back to our disobedience. We have disobeyed the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. We have done it. But Christ, he fixed that because he kept it. He kept the law. He fulfilled it. He died for us so that we can come back to the Father and keep the law ourselves. So there is a way out of this situation. Keeping the law, following Christ, and we can raise up this nation, and hopefully that will cause the Most High God to look upon us and see that we are being the righteous people that He wants us to be. Hakwaniah, can you pick it up in Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 3, Baba Kushal?
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 3. Seek ye the Lord, all ye weak.
All right.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatam.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatam. Wrap it up. All right, boy. Appreciate you.
Let's rock it out, Akim, if you don't mind. Let's get it in. I'll answer all of your questions online. Questions about Chicago, Baltimore, Donald Trump, the economy, your preacher, your reverend, your wife, your children, your husband. Mi nombre es General Mahayaman, servicio a placer de la General YAHANNA. Bienvenido. Gracias por unirte esta la noche. Somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Comenzamos en 1 Oeste Calle 125, Harlem, Nueva York, desde 1969, debajo del mando General YAHANNA. Carnales, esta es la verdad. Si tú eres hombres, españoles, negros o indio nativo, tú eres Israel, el pueblo elegido de Dios. Tu madre y tu padre dicen que somos un culto y mantienen su iglesia sin culpa, pero su iglesia es culpable de todo lo que nos están pasando. All right, with that, I'm ready for your questions. Let's get it on. Any questions online?
Yes, sir. This is from Michael Wilson. Shalom, General. Can a brother that is a senior officer give an order to someone of the same rank that was raised up after them?
Oh, no. A brother of the same rank is a peer. So if you're the same rank, then you're a peer. But he said something in the beginning about senior officer. I don't understand how they're the same rank then. What does he mean? Read it one more time.
Shalom, General. Can a brother that is a senior officer give an order
Keep going.
to someone of the same rank that was raised up after them?
Okay, I think I understand now. The concept you might be thinking about is operational command. For those of you civilians out there who don't know about the rank structure in the Israelite school of UPK, there's rank which every brother has over another brother anytime, all day, every day, right? Then there's a different kind of rank, which is operational command. And this would indicate like a situation where these two brothers might be the exact same rank, which makes them peers. They're neither of them is senior. They're equals. They're peers when it comes to our rank structure. But this brother might have operational command over the maintenance department. So even though you're the same rank, this brother is senior in the maintenance department. So whoever joins the maintenance department has to follow his orders when it comes to the maintenance of the school. And that's operational command. So yes, two brothers, you're the same rank, but you're in the flyer department or the computer department or any of the various departments that we have in the Israelite school of UPK. Whoever is in charge of that department has command over the department. So whoever works with him works under him. Everyone understands. I pray. Anything else? Go ahead.
This is from Trooper Chicago. What does it mean now that the president changed the Department of War?
It means nothing. It's marketing. What Donald Trump did, to change the actual name of the Defense Department, it would take a vote in Congress. What Donald Trump did is use his power to market it differently. but technically the name of the Defense Department is still Defense Department. What he did was market the name, so he can put it on paper. He can put it on the put it on the front of the building. He can do things that don't actually change the name. It's a nickname. That's the best way to understand it. He gave the Defense Department an official nickname, and he named it something that it hasn't been named, I think, for 70 years, which is the Department of War. So it doesn't change anything about the Defense Department, but it should highlight something to you that your preachers don't want you to know about our oppressor. The white man is exactly who we teach he is. Everything we have ever said about our oppressor has been proven true in the actions and the rhetoric of Donald Trump. Something that your Christian preacher didn't want to notice. They didn't want to see it. Donald Trump does not allow them to close their eyes to the truth of our oppressor. Donald Trump changed the name of the Defense Department to the Department of War because that is what is in their heart. Precept. Or it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. War is in his heart. War is in his heart. That name change doesn't change the inner workings of the department, but it satisfies a need in white people to always feel like they are attacking someone and hurting someone. We brung this out a while ago under commanding General YAHANNA. Schadenfreude. Our oppressor is sickened with a mental disease, and that disease has a technical name. It's called Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude is the pleasure that a person receives from the suffering of other people. Our oppressor doesn't want to do defense. He doesn't want to defend himself, even though the Defense Department does the same things it always has done, which is oppress people all over the world. But even calling it Defense Department was just too innocent for white people. It was just too passive. They needed to change the name to something that means I attack, I hurt people. I hurt people because they get pleasure from the fantasy of hurting someone. Now give me the precept. Please, Trooper.
Book of Psalms, chapter 55 and 21.
Mm-hmm.
Says,
Go one verse above it, please.
Says, he has put forth his hand, and such be his peace with him.
This is Psalms 55 and what?
20.
This is a perfect old school One West precept about our oppressor. He hath put forth his hand against them that be at peace with him. Who is he attacking? Listen, Donald Trump is sending the National Guard to Chicago to stop crime. The National Guard to Los Angeles to stop crime. What did he do on January 6th? Nothing. And that was happening outside of his door. Donald Trump was president on January 6th. Police officers were being beaten to death and pepper sprayed and strangled. He still didn't send the National Guard, and it happened where he lives because he doesn't consider those people criminals because they're just like him. So they weren't criminals. So then what is the real reason that he's sending the National Guard to Chicago? It is not to stop crime. Else he would have done it on January 6th. He's sending the National Guard to Chicago to hurt people who are not like him, to hurt people who don't look like him. The white man can't stop crime in Chicago. The white man created the crime in Chicago. The white man started the crime in Chicago. The white man is the reason for the crime in Chicago. He damn sure can't stop it. He created it. So Donald Trump wants to go to Chicago just to hurt people because he has raised forth his hand against people that are at peace with him. Our brothers, the chosen people of God, the so-called North American Indians, got him through the harsh winters of North America, gave him the turkey and the venison and the corn, the crops to get through the winter. And he slaughtered every last one of them. Why? He didn't have to. They were at peace with him. that is who he always hurts. That is who he always hurts. He hurts the people that are not trying to hurt him. He hurts people who he doesn't have to hurt. He's not defending himself. He's attacking everyone else. Continue.
He has broken his covenant.
He have done what?
Broken his covenant.
Our oppressor has broken every treaty that the so-called North American Indian made with him. Every treaty. Just recently, Donald Trump broke the treaty with the Ukraine. Promised to defend the Ukraine. Promised. The minute he gets in office, because he's so scared of Putin, he breaks his agreement with the Ukraine. The Ukraine should have known Donald Trump was not going to keep his agreement. He didn't keep his agreement with the North American Indians. You didn't get 40 acres and a mule, did you? That was promised to you by Ulysses S. Grant. Ulysses S. Grant promised Black people that they would get 40 acres and a mule, that he would give them reparations for the crime of slavery that happened to them. And he promised it, and Black people said, yes, finally. And they went and flooded to Ulysses S. Grant to support him. And the minute that the war was over, then Andrew Jackson became president. After Abraham Lincoln was killed, Andrew Jackson broke every promise that America made to the freed slaves. He has broken his covenant. He does not keep his promises. Continue.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. That's why you always believe the white man. And some of you stupid Christian pastors, you Uncle Tom Coons in Chicago, you're going to ask Donald Trump to send the military to go fight your 13-year-old children who you molested, who you abandoned, who you raped and hurt and abused, and then wonder why they went out on the street to shoot people. And you're going to ask Donald Trump to come help you with the crime, sending the Marines to do the job that the pastor can't do, that the police can't do, that the reverends and the preachers can't do. Send in the Marines to do it. No problem. No problem. You talk so good, like you're going to stop crime in Chicago, like you're going to stop crime in D.C., like you're going to clean up America, make it great again. That's all talk, young brothers and sisters. Shalom says. That's all talk. The words of his mouth are smoother than butter. Oh, he talks a slick game. He talks like you're going to get 40 acres and a mule. You're going to get land. You're going to get a raise. You're going to get this. He's a mother effing liar. And that is all he will ever be. Continue.
But war was in his heart.
But what?
War was in his heart.
But what?
War was in his heart.
He doesn't want the name of the Defense Department to be the Defense Department. He wants to call it the Department of War because
war was in his heart.
Because war is in his heart. That's what's inside of him. That's what's in his mind. War. Now you think about that when you look at yourself like you're the violent people of the earth. You're the people shooting guns. Let me tell Black people something. Tell this to your stinking ass reverend and your preacher. There is so much gun violence in America. Do I need to go into my phone to find out what the majority of gun deaths are? Stand by for Commanding General YAHANNA's show, and I will explain, with his permission, where gun violence really comes from. It doesn't come from Black people. You look at yourself like you're so wicked and you're so evil because white people tell you that the crime that's committed in your neighborhood is just so extreme, so big, that we need the military. We need stop and frisk. We need the police to beat up our children. We need that because our crime is so big. You believe the propaganda from white people about yourself. That's a lie. Crime in the Black community could be cleaned up overnight if you preachers would stop molesting children. Oh, then the children wouldn't be broken. If you would stop abusing them. If you would stop getting high. If you would, selfishness is what causes death in our community. Parents don't care about children. Children don't care about their neighbors. And all of us believe that doing so makes us more American. That's what will stop crime. Not the Marines, who are not police officers, but paid killers of people. That's what Marines do. They're paid to shoot people. They're not social workers. They're not child advocates. They're not juvenile specialists. They shoot people in foreign countries. Listen, I got to move on. Stand by for Commanding General YAHANNA's show earlier, and we'll go into the truth of gun violence. Any other questions?
This is also from Michael Wilson. He clarified on his previous question, sir.
No problem.
I was meaning not operational command, just two brothers that go out, and one was a 5,000 2 years, then someone becomes a 5,000. Can you get orders to give them some work done?
Okay, two brothers that go out to speak, I'm assuming. When you say go out, do you mean go out to camp? Go out in an operation? Answer that question, please. Give him a second. Answer it quickly, Ak, all right? You brothers can call in too. It might make the questions more efficient. If you just called in, then I could ask you directly, and you wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to wait for your response. Go ahead. Okay. If two brothers go to camp, one of you has operational command over the camp. One of you is the camp leader, and the other one is the servant. One of you is the camp leader, and the other one is second in command. Jesus Christ sent us out in twos. Of those two, one is in charge and the other one is second. So in everything, if it's an official UPK operation like camp or class, someone is in charge. That's how it works. In a class setting, the teacher is in charge. The guard is second if there's only two people in the classroom. The teacher has operational command. The guard is second to the teacher. If the teacher doesn't show up or is late, the guard will take the podium without being told to do it. He will automatically do it because the chair is empty. He will sit in it, and now he's in charge of the class. He'll find someone else to be the guard. That's our process. It's older than me. It's older than you. It's been around before Commanding General YAHANNA took command of this school. These are our rules, and they work, young man. They work. There's always someone in charge at every moment. There's always someone in charge. I can give you some different scenarios, more casual scenarios, where someone might have to take command, even if they do not have operational command. They might have to take command. But we'll get more into that as you ask questions about it, all right? But these rules are already written down, and we've been around longer than the purple pigs of the IUIC. I had a video where there was a gang in Detroit, called the Purple Gang. And history calls them the Purple Gang. And they never wanted to use that name because they believed that name was gay. That is an actual video that I have in my phone. These groups have been around since, 2006 or yesterday or the year 2000. We've been around since 1969. We've encountered everything, been through everything. And we know what the hell we're doing in every facet of life. Anything else?
This is from I.S.U.P.K. Salam, sir, if I may, are there any scriptures that describe the bottom of the ocean? The white man has Project 2030 assignment to map out the bottom of the ocean.
Yes, there are, young brother. Give me that precept. You know what I'm referring to? If thou could search out the stars above or the sea beneath, then would there be no more remaining of the house of Israel. I'll tell you why the white man is trying to go to Mars, sending rovers to Saturn, or God knows what the hell he's doing. The white man is exploring the entire universe. He's exploring the depths of the ocean, the deepest places in the ocean that are basically alien environments. I mean, so deep in the bottom of the goddamn ocean, it's another world down there. He's exploring these places for one reason. He wants to search out every corner of the globe, every corner of the ocean, so that he can become the chosen people of God. He wants to rule the universe. And the only way for him to rule the universe is to supplant you, is to get rid of you and your God. He's trying to do what Nimrod did. Don't you know about Nimrod, young man? Nimrod built a tower to reach unto heaven. He wanted to go up there. He wanted to explore, to get up there, to get up in the sky, to get above the clouds so that he could fight God and sit in the throne of God that he knew was somewhere up there. That's why the white man is exploring the ocean, so he can find out everything about the planet, get deep into it, find every secret, every molecule of anything that might help him beat your God. He's hoping to find something down there to help him defeat Jesus Christ. The same way he explored the rainforest of Brazil and where's the rainforest? Of the Amazon rainforest. What did he find? Aspirin, cancer drugs, AIDS vaccines. He searched out rainforests and found medicines and used these medicines to extend the life of people that can afford medical care. To you die because you don't have money for medical care. That's why he's searching out the depths of the ocean. Give me the precept I asked for.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 37. Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured.
Slow it down. Read it again.
Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured.
The Lord said this, if heaven above could be measured, if you could map out and measure the stars, heaven above. Go ahead.
And the foundation of the earth search out beneath.
And if you could search out the foundation of the earth, so you could dig down into the earth and search the entire thing out beneath. Keep going.
I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord.
Then I will cast off the seed of Israel for all that they have done. So he's going deep underground, deep into the holes and caverns, deep underground, deep into the sea, hoping that God will throw away the children of Israel. And he's doing it and has been doing it. And Nimrod is the first one to try it. Nimrod is the first one to try to explore, to go up there to fight God. Now he's going up there and going deep underground, deep into the caverns under the sea, hoping that there will be no more of the children of Israel. Here's the good news. He can't. He cannot do it, and neither could Nimrod. They couldn't do it. There will always be the seed of Israel. The chosen people of God aren't going anywhere. Have God cast away his people, which he foreknew? God forbid. God will never throw away the Israelites. I don't care how much the white man goes to Mars and Jupiter and Saturn or searches out the deepest pit in the ocean. The children of God will always be blacks and Hispanics, and he will always be an animal that needs to be caged.
That's right.
Anything else?
This is from I.S.U.P.K. Sir, can I get a general breakdown of Romans 4, verses 4 through 5 for sure?
No problem, warrior. Romans 4, verses 4 through 5. Let's go.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 4 and verse 4. Now to him that worketh is reward not reckoned of grace but of debt.
Now to him that worketh is reward not reckoned of grace but of debt. Meaning, if you have kept the commandments, then the reward you get is not from grace. It's because God owes you the reward. Meaning, if I have kept every commandment from the time of my birth, if I have done the law, if I have obeyed the law, then when I'm rewarded for it, God owes me. It's done out of debt, meaning God owes me a debt because I have done it. I have kept the law. I have done the work. Keep going.
Now to him that worketh is reward not reckoned of grace but of debt. Verse 5. But to him that worketh not.
But to him that what?
But to him that worketh
But to him that worketh not. Now this is all you need. If you've been in the truth for 20 years and you're 30 years old, you are him that worketh not, because you spent 10 years not being circumcised on the 8th day, 10 years celebrating Christmas. Your parents We're sinners. Don't you know the Bible says that he rejects you if your parents are sinners, the seed of evildoers. If your mother was a whore and she had sex with your father, you're rejected by God. That's in the Old Testament. You don't really understand the things that would make you excluded from God's blessing. A flat nose, your mother being a slut, you being the product of adultery. You couldn't come into the kingdom because you are the seed of evildoers. I don't have to prove these because I can all day, all night. You haven't done it. You haven't kept the commandments your entire life, which the Bible says you have to do your entire life. Well, you haven't done it. Just remember that. You are them that have not done it. Read that precept again.
Yes, sir. But to him that worketh not.
But to him that what?
But to him that worketh
But
not.
to him that worketh not. You didn't do the work. You weren't circumcised on the 8th day, come from good families who kept the commandments. That wasn't who you are. You're the seed of evil doers. That's what you are. You don't deserve anything from God. You with your family, your mother, your father. Your father his seed should be blessed. You better think about that. Should your father's seed be blessed? No. Don't you see, if God blesses you, then he has blessed your father's seed. When God said he would curse the seed of them that hate him. How in the hell can God bless you with the family you came from? Somebody that smoked the weed and celebrated Christmas all those years, ate all that pork, and now you're going to what? Say I love God and not pay for it? How is that justice? How is it justice for you to do what you've done? Have you slept with somebody else's woman? So what are you going to say? I love Jesus and never do anything when you broke up that family and destroyed that poor brother when you slept with his girlfriend? You ever take somebody's girl? You ever do that before? So now what? You say I love Jesus and that brother who you slept with his woman gets no justice? You don't know God. You don't understand him. You're just a selfish Christian piece of garbage, and you want to sin your entire life and never pay for it. Here's the truth of the matter. You are the people that God does not owe you anything. He doesn't owe you a blessing. He doesn't owe you a new life. He doesn't owe you a reward because you have not done the right thing. You haven't. And simply starting today to do the right thing, it does not negate that you have not done the right thing. You still have to pay for that. Unless someone else does. Unless someone else pays for your past and you take hold of the future. You make sure that you do the right thing from here on. Then now Jesus Christ died for your works. Your works are what? Your works are what you have done. Faith is what you do. Your works are what you have done. Faith is what you do. You say that you believe. You say you have faith. I can show you my faith by my works. Look at what I'm doing. I'm showing it to you. Well, if I'm showing it to you, it's what I do right now. That's all I can show you. I can't show you my past. But I can damn sure show you what I'm doing today. It's right in front of you. Faith is what you're currently doing. Your works are what you have done. That's what you have to understand, or else you'll never understand Christ and you'll never make the kingdom because you're Christian and ignorant. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Oh God, but believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly.
They justify what?
But believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly.
Who's ungodly? Me, you, everyone who used to be African American, Mexican, Haitian, Guatemalan, Puerto Rican, Cheyenne, Sioux, or Blackfoot. We're ungodly because we did not keep the law. We didn't do it. We're sinners, and our parents didn't do it. But we are justified by Christ. Jesus Christ gave his life. The Most High God had him do it. And that's the reason that no one can punish me for what I have. Someone online say it. For what I have. I'll give you 5 seconds. No one can punish me for what I have done. Because what I have done, that's my works. Look at what I'm doing. Now you can't punish me because this is my faith. This is what I believe. Look at it. Watch it. It's right in front of you. It's not in the past. It's in the present. It's right here in front of you today. Anything else?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
This is from hold on now. This is from this is from God.
Please, ven otra vez, please. Gracias. Perdóname. Gracias.
This is from
No problem.
Can you break down Ecclesiastes 39 verses 1 through 3?
No problem, Mark, of course. Claro que sí.
This book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. Verse 2, he will keep the sayings of the renowned man, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also.
Hold on, I gotta write something down real fast. Stand by. Okay. All right. Ask the question.
Yes, sir. You want to jump? Can you break that? So can you break down Ecclesiastes 39 verses 1 through 3?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 verses 1 through 3. No problem. Sin problema. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 39 verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient.
Keep going.
And be occupied in prophecies. Verse 2. He will keep the sayings of the renowned man, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. Verse 3. He will seek out the secret of great sentences and be conversant in dark parables. Read the verse above where he started. Was that verse 1? Okay. So read the end of the chapter before that, please. Okay. This is book of Ecclesiastes 38, verse 34. But they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desire is in the work of their craft. The work of what? Of their craft. Oh yeah. Let me try to break it down for you, young warrior. This is a scripture that is speaking about something that carnal men find no value in. Carnal women find no value in. This is speaking about wisdom. And there is a kind of person that cares about wisdom, and there's another person that doesn't care about wisdom. Now, here's the key to life. The people that don't care about wisdom, they are great in number. There is more of them than there are the people that actually care about wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom in a nutshell is doing and knowing the right thing to do. The right thing. What is the right thing to do? Most people don't care about that. Most people don't have a conscience. To care about wisdom, you have to have a conscience.
The majority of people on this planet don't have a conscience. So because they don't have a conscience, they do things like this. Read the verse above it. Read the one you just read, one verse above that. Go ahead.
Verse 33. They shall not be sought for in public counsel.
Meaning there's a person that doesn't care about what's right, so no one seeks them for public counsel. No one wants to hear what they have to say on a matter. No one wants them to solve their problem because you know this person doesn't care about anything heavy. Doesn't care about anything heavy, doesn't care about anything that's more important than whatever they can stick their penis in or something that can get stuck in them. All they care about is what they can eat and taste and drink and get high on. They don't care about something that is deeper than sensual pleasures. So who in the hell cares about what their opinion is on the matter? No one cares. There are times in life when you're going to need someone that knows something. It's going to come. And many times you don't think it matters. You think what you need is people that got the weed, that have the coke, that know where them hoes at, that know how to find a man with money, that know how to get attention, that know where the drugs are, that know how to get into Red Lobster, that know how to feed themselves. You think that that is the only thing that matters in life until something happens that is deeper and more profound than you are prepared for. Oh, then you need a man of wisdom. Then you need someone that is up to task, up to the occasion that you're in life. And that is going to happen to you. So because of that, you need to find someone like that. No one will look for you in those times because what are you? You're a party slut. That's what you are. You know how to get purses, I guess. That's your whole thing, purses. And you're some man that knows everything about fashion or dancing. So then, okay, when I get cancer, I know not to call you. When my children are missing, you're not the one I call. You're the one to call about video games and whores and strip clubs and what this rapper is doing or saying or where the drugs are. But of course, when the tragedy comes, I won't look for you and no one else will. But if no one looks for you in tragedy, then you can't lead anyone. Because that's an essential part of leadership, to be sought after in a time of tragedy. They won't look for you in that time. Continue.
They shall not sit, nor sit high in the congregation.
Yeah, you're not going to sit high in the congregation because you're a good time buddy. You're a friend. You're a pal. You're a fella. That's what you are. But you're no one that anyone should listen to. Continue.
They shall not sit on the judge's seat.
You get that? You'll never be a judge. Who in the hell would come to you about judging something? You. Keep going.
Nor understand the sentence of judgment.
You'll never get what judgment means. You're not heavy, you're not important. You don't think on heavy things. You don't care about anything important. You care about being some vagina. You care about things that mean nothing in life, and that is your reputation, and no one will think anything else of you. Keep going.
They do not declare justice and judgment.
You don't declare justice and judgment, which is why Commanding General YAHANNA teaches us not to be alcoholics, not to be drug addicts, not to be vagina hounds. And men, what's that word they use for a man that has sex with a woman and he throws her away? A womanizer. You're not allowed to be a womanizer and be in the Israelite school of UPK. What are you, just a penis? You just have sex with a woman. After you do it, you throw her away? Well, who in the hell is going to depend on you and talk to you? This brother has problems with his wife and his kids. You wouldn't know anything about that. You have sex with women and never call them again. So who in the hell is going to talk to you? You're a drunk. They pick you up off of the floor in bars. You pissed on yourself the last UPK function. You had to get thrown out. How many times have you been thrown out of a place because you're so drunk? What do you want them to do? Come to you for your opinion on a serious matter? Never. Continue.
And they shall not be found where parables are spoken.
And they won't be found where parables are spoken. Parables. What's a parable? A parable is like a metaphor, an example that can make someone understand something, right? That makes a very complicated issue simple to be understood. That's a parable. All right. They're not coming to you for that. They'll come to you for when it's time to get high. They'll come for you or to find out where the hole's at. They'll come to you, but not to understand something that is otherwise difficult to understand. Continue.
Okay. Verse 34. But they will maintain the state of the world.
But they will what?
But they will maintain the state of the world.
But they will what?
They will maintain the state of the world.
You know what the problem is with someone who doesn't care about anything that is more important than what they can suck, eat, drink, is that the world can never change with people like you. The world can't change. The world is the state it's in because Donald Trump only cares about what he can stick his tiny penis in. That's it. Or what he can eat, or how much money he can get. That's all. And that spirit rules the planet Earth. And now, how are you going to make things better when you're just like him? That's all you care about. So many of you brothers, you marry some bitch that is just like that. You marry some bitch, and I see him coming, and I go, why would this brother marry this woman here? When this woman is with you because you're exciting to get effed by today, and then tomorrow someone else will be excited. And she has to be happy every second of the day. If you meet a woman that just says, I want to be happy, that's this woman. That's this kind of woman right here. Because that's all her life is. Where is pleasure? How can I laugh, giggle, come, and be made happy? How can I get that? Can you do it? Okay, I'll take that. Wait a minute, I'm not happy now. I thought I was going to be happy. Now I'm not happy. Now I have to leave you. Because she is like a mouse chasing cheese. She's just searching for happiness everywhere she goes. Well, she's not staying with you. Brother, some men are exactly the same way. You come into the truth. Why? Because you're hoping that what the UPK has will help you, will make your life great. And then you come into the truth and you suffer for being in here. You lose your job. You lose your wife because you're One West. Your kids don't want to talk to you. Your life doesn't get better. It gets worse. Oh, man. You didn't come here for that. Ever since I joined the school, stuff been happening to me. Ever since I joined the school. You ever think about leaving the school? That might be the answer. Because I know you were having a ball before you were in the school. Maybe the thing you're in is not the problem. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're a piece of garbage and you really brought garbage into the school. Maybe the school is better without you. Why don't you go find out what you can suck out there in that world? That's what Nasty Nate did at the IUIC. He used to be in the UPK. And then he saw how brothers in the UPK were just having so much polygamy and having all these women. And it made him argue with his wife at home. Now Nate is at home getting in arguments. Oh, you think I don't know what I'm talking about? You know who's saying it. So you know I'm telling you the truth. Nate was in the UPK having to argue every night with his wife because he was around us. And women don't like to see you with us because they know we get a lot of women. They know that about us. And you're going to have to argue every night with your wife because you joined us. Every night. Before you know, you're like, man, I'm losing my family. You know, man, my wife arguing with me every day. Well, you should leave like Nate did. Bishop Nate of the IUIC. Now his wife is happy. The IUIC, that's your baby mama's favorite Israelite group. Your baby mama's favorite Israelite group is the purple gang of the IUIC. She's not going to argue with you. She's going to be very happy that you do that. But if you're a One West stop, you're going to have to argue with that broad you got at home because she is a pig. She's disgusting and vile. Please.
Are you saying that women don't like brothers in the I.S.U.P.K because they have a lot of women?
A certain kind of woman. There are good women and bad women. The sister just said, are you saying that women don't like brothers in the I.S.U.P.K because they got a lot of women? Certain women, absolutely. Those women are more in number than the good women. But there are good women that love us because women like us. They're attracted to that. You understand? Some women don't want a man who can't get a woman. You know what I'm talking about? I bet you do. Some women absolutely do not. They see you and they go, nobody wants you. And they don't want you because nobody wants you. Oh, but then there's a UPK brother that everybody wants. And she likes that. She likes the thought of being one of your wives. The thought of it makes her giggle that she could be one of your wives. That's preferable to her than being, some Christian, some corny Christian idiot who only has one woman, but will molest her children and will have sex with boys and prostitutes. She'd rather be one West. You get it now. All right. Keep going. Everybody gets the point here, right? I believe I answered the question. Is there anything else?
Yes, sir. Next question, sir.
Go ahead.
This is from YAHANNA, SHALAM, Mahayaman,
Mm-hmm.
If out of your grace, may I have a breakdown, sir, on Romans 8, verse 19 to 21.
Absolutely, brother. Please.
Oh, God. This is the book of Romans.
No, go ahead. There's no charger up here. If not, don't worry about it. I'll do it upstairs. You got it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse.
How's my sound, everyone? I forgot about the microphone. I wasn't talking into it. Make sure my sound was good online, please. All right. Let the brother know. Put a 1W up there if my sound was all right. Go ahead.
This is the book of Romans 8, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God.
Absolutely. The earnest, give me one verse above it.
Oh, God. Verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which we shall be revealed in us.
For I reckon, I believe that the suffering of this present time will not compare to the blessings of the future. Give me the book of Job when the Most High said, ask the beasts and they shall tell thee. I'll break this down for you if I could, young brother. Every blade of grass, every insect, every animal is waiting for the children of God to rule the planet. Everything. The air wants the Israelites to rule the world. The air right now is being poisoned. It's poisonous. The air wants for blacks and Hispanics to take control of the planet. The elephants starving to death over in India, suffering every day because some filthy corporation gobbles up their land and destroys their food source. The orangutan, which are almost extinct because some disgusting corporation is eating up all of the land so that the animals cannot even survive. The Palestinians want black people, Hispanic people to rule the world. I guarantee you that. I guarantee it. I guarantee the Palestinians every day are thinking, my God, when will the true children of Israel control this planet? I guarantee the Palestinians want blacks and Hispanics to rule the world. The eagle, the condor, the bumblebee. Bumblebees are nearly extinct right now, gone. And without bumblebees, you can't have life on the planet. You cannot have vegetation or food. Right now, think about, there are crops in the field right now. I have videos on it on my phone. The crops are languishing and going rotten in the ground right now in California, in Ohio, in Nevada. They're sitting there rotting, the crops, because there are no people to pick the crops. Because the white man in his vast wisdom, people think white people are so smart. In all of that their smart white intellect, they go and scare the hell out of the people who need to pick the crops. The crops want black people, Hispanic people to rule the world. The vegetables want it. I'm going to read it in the Bible. Tell them where you are. You know where it is? Job?
Yes, sir.
Please tell them where it is. You coming up, let me thumb you out and read it. You got it.
Now comes the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 7. But ask now the beasts.
Ask now who?
The beasts.
Ask the beasts. Keep going.
And they shall teach thee.
And they'll teach you. You see, you don't know who the devil is. but the animals do. Ask the elephant. Ask him who the devil is. He absolutely knows. Ask some starving orangutan. Ask the fish, starving and sick and full of disease. Ask the turtles. Ask those sea turtles with all kinds of straws stuck in their goddamn nose, tangled up in nets. Ask them. Ask the Alaskan king crab who the devil is. The beasts know who the devil is. You don't. But ask the beasts and they will tell you, sister.
Can animals communicate with you?
Well,
To show that they want us to rule. Like for instance,
I got you. Go
I
ahead.
had like a butterfly
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
front of my thigh. They
Mhm.
just stayed there. We watched them. They just stayed there. Then one time I had an eagle fly over me. They just kept soaring, in the sky.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe that's God's glory to show His glory. When I see that, I think about God and His glory.
Give her a hand. The same one that heard you. She just asked, can animals communicate with you? Because one day she saw a bird above her head soaring, a butterfly landed on her and stayed there. The short answer is animals can absolutely communicate with you, but they don't communicate like people. So many times people don't understand animals because it just requires an extra level of empathy to communicate with an animal. You kind of got to be able to communicate by, feeling. A dog, can't say, hey, feed me. A lot of you starve your dogs to death. I don't like that. I don't like someone that is cruel to an animal because the Bible says it's evil. And it says something about you. It says that for you to feed something, it has to say, give me some food right now, or I'm calling the police. And you, because of that, you starve your animals to death. And you got some dog in the basement with dog defecation all over the floor that you never feed. The dog is showing you its ribs, which should do what to you? It should talk to you. When you see a dog's ribs, you should look at the dog's ribs and go, that dog is too skinny. That dog is too skinny. That the dog should whine and you should look at him and you should be like, that dog needs to eat. The dog is barking constantly and suffering. It should make you go, what's wrong with the dog? Forget about these cats. The way you treat these cats is disgusting. You bring a cat in your house, the cat pees on the floor, you throw it outside because you never knew cats peed, did you? You never heard of a cat peeing. You weren't prepared for that miracle, milagro, when that cat peed on the ground. You expected for that cat to come into your life and just make you what? Happy. Then the cat peed. Now you are not happy. Now you throw the cat out the goddamn house, right? That should communicate with you. The behavior, the crying, the barking, the skinniness, the ribs, but it doesn't talk to you because you don't have empathy. Sawanad sounds like you have empathy. And that's rare and that's a good thing. Give it a microphone. I don't think they can hear you otherwise. Please, brother. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you see people walking their dogs, and when the dogs see me, they automatically get excited.
Mm-hmm.
And they just pull them like, come on.
That's a good
They
thing.
get real excited, and I guess because they think I have a good spirit, they can feel it.
I know you. Yeah.
No, you're good spirits.
Well, of course, some of them know, but more importantly, you care about something that you don't have to care about, and that's good. That's a good thing. That's how Donald Trump should be, and he's not. That's how Christians should be. Christians should care about something that you don't have to care about. Children. People don't care about children because children are small and they're not strong and they can't defend themselves. So people think they can hurt children. That's why God defends the defenseless. Right. And God said this about animals. The heart of the cruel does not care for his beasts, but the kind he careth for his beasts. That's in the Bible. And you have a kind heart, Sawana, and that's to be commended. Give her a hand. Well said. Get the microphone from her, please. Okay, did I break this down or not?
Yes, sir.
All right, next.
God. Yes, sir. This is from America is Burning.
Mm-hmm.
General breakdown on Corinthians chapter 3 verse 6.
No problem. Let's go. I'm sorry, Abun.
So I have questions off this one, sir.
Off topic. Let me get this and I'll get you next, all right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Whoever wants to read can read. Let's go.
This is the book.
Please, ven otra vez, please. Perdóname. Uno más. Go ahead.
You know what This book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase.
Say that one more time. Oh, okay, I got you now. I have planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. This is another One West UPK breakdown. This is how brothers should work together in the school. When you read the letters of Paul, the letters of Paul are so informative on how to build an organization that is built on a foundation of Jesus Christ. You want to just read it and understand it and come to class to learn about it, because if you did it like this, you'd be able to do what Commanding General YAHANNA did since 1969, survive the storm, survive everything. I met with the FBI last Thursday. That's the 5th time I've met with the FBI. It moves me not. You understand? It does nothing. I could care less about it. General YAHANNA pays for the lawyer. I walk in there and walk out done. No problem. Have suffered every loss. Losses that you can't go through. You're not ready for. But we are. Because this house is gracias. Because this house is built on a foundation that is Christ. Well, Paul is trying to teach us how to do that, right? Here's one. At this time, there was a brother named Apollos, right? And it was this particular place where he was becoming very famous. Now, he was a brother that learned from Paul, but he became to be very popular and everyone loved him and he was very charismatic. And then people tried to come to Paul to separate him from Apollo, to consider Apollo a threat, similar to what happened in the Nation of Islam, where Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad, at one time, Malcolm X, all he could say was, the honorable Elijah Muhammad saith. The honorable Elijah Muhammad saith this. The honorable Elijah Muhammad saith that. Next year, Elijah Muhammad is trying to kill him. And he's saying Elijah Muhammad is the evilest nigga that ever lived. They broke up. They broke off from each other. In the UPK, I mean, break-offs in here are, my God, they rare, like 20 years ago, something like that. 20, 30 years ago. We don't break off from each other in here. That's not something. We don't separate. We don't divorce. We don't leave each other. We don't break bonds that have been built through great suffering and great pain. We don't break bonds in here. Well, Paul is showing you how to not break a bond. They're telling him, Apollos, he wants to go over here when he should be coming over here with you. Paul is saying this. Read it one more time.
So neither
from the top.
I have planted, Apollos watered.
I planted, Apollos watered. That's a parable. That's a metaphor, meaning I'm the one that planted the seed. I started it. Apollo came in here and watered it. I'm not against him. Yes, I started it. So what? This brother came in here and finished the work that I started. That is how you run a school. You don't want to ever get jealous of men under you. That is a filthy thing that happens in every fake Israelite group and every church. They all get jealous of each other. They all get jealous. The minute a young brother begins to have a good speaking, now you're jealous of him. Now you want to cut off his videos. Now you want to say, well, brother, you shouldn't be making videos anymore because you haven't tied your shoes, crossed over your hand, you haven't dotted every I, so now you shouldn't make videos anymore. Or maybe you're jealous of this young brother. Is that possible? What in the hell difference does it make to you? You planted, he's watering. Let him water. Let him get 1,000,000 hits. Are we all in the same school? What in the hell is your problem? You don't like his success? He's shining too much? He's getting too many women? You sound like Nasty Nate of the IUIC. Why'd you leave the UPK? There was so much polygamy in there. You hate all the pussy we getting? That makes you upset. So as you're watching us get women, you're mad at it? You don't like it? Celebrate us. Celebrate us. We get a lot of women in here. You're not happy for us? I don't hear you clapping. You should be clapping. Huh? What's your problem? You ain't happy for us? The sisters too. Go ahead, Sawana. Y'all should be clapping. Sawana is clapping. You're not happy for us? We get a lot of women out. Lots of them. They all want us. You should celebrate us. You shouldn't hate us. This brother's doing an amazing work. Because you are over him, it doesn't mean you shouldn't be happy for him. You planted, he's watering. It's a farming metaphor. You planted the seed, another brother comes and gives that seed water. What's going to happen because of the both of you? A beautiful tree. Work together. That's the point here. Work together. Continue.
Our God. But God gave the increase.
But what?
But God gave the increase.
You stop thinking about who gets credit or who shines the most or who is most important. Forget all of that garbage up. You can't be an organization if you have to have every glory, everything has to be about you, then go be by your goddamn self then. But if you want to be in an organization, you might start it, but another brother comes and finishes it. God is the one that made it work. Work together. Teamwork, young brothers. Do you understand that concept? Teamwork. The UPK is built on the team ethic. We come together. We are one body. Abund, you need the microphone.
There's a parallel for this in the world. I'm asking if this is a parallel in the world where I believe the Edomite just said there's too many chiefs, not enough Indians. I mean, everybody wants to be the top heifer, top dog.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be Scottie Pippen, the support man. You know what I mean?
Give him a hand. He's telling the truth. Let me tell you, this is hard to understand. But at this point in the world and in America, insecure white men are so hungry for approval and hungry for attention that it's destroying the planet. Male insecurity. That's what Joe Rogan is, Donald Trump. Everybody who's like Donald Trump, it's like a white man who just needs to constantly feel like he's the biggest and he's the strongest. So he has to beat up Mexicans. He has to go into Chicago with tanks. He has to change the name of the Department of Defense to what? The Department of War. Because he is so insecure. He just never feels like he's manly because white people have very tiny penises. Did I mention that to you? Ask a white woman. Their penises are insignificant. And so because of that, they're always like, we're warriors, we're hunters. We hunt and we're hunters. And we have the Department of War and our trucks are so big. We got big giant trucks. It's just insecurity. And that insecurity means you can't work together. Because the minute this young brother does something great, you feel threatened by it. You feel like you don't want him to be great. You argue, two of you arguing over nothing because you must feel great. You have to fight that insecurity up. You can't work with anyone if you're insecure. You're going to have to feel something that Commanding General YAHANNA is trying to put in you. You're going to have to feel powerful. If you felt powerful, you wouldn't be threatened by anyone. Nothing would threaten you. You would have no fear. So when some brother named Apollo went out and went to some camp and did some great work, you wouldn't go, that damn Apollo, who does he think he is? You would be happy for him. You would know he's finishing work you started and God is the one that's blessing it. Paul is secure. He feels powerful, so he knows how to be a team player. Everyone understands. Abund, microphone, come on. Try to get the microphone before you even raise your hand if you got a question. Go ahead.
I have a few questions. First question.
Let me make sure I broke that down, Abund. Am I done with that? Was that the last verse?
Yes, sir.
You got it.
What do we teach about the Carthaginians, particularly Hannibal Barca? I know, from what I know, so I can correct me if I'm wrong, Carthage was started by the Phoenicians, which according to history, first I'm asking, according to history, would they be the Canaanites? And then is there anything to say about Hannibal Barca himself? I did some research. I'm not saying he's Israelite, I'm asking. But the word Barca, they're saying that in the Canaanite Phoenician it means something, but there's a Hebrew translation which means blessed. Barak, I think is what it translates to. What do we teach about him, sir? And
Okay,
Carthaginians.
we teach that the Carthaginians were Africans.
Come on.
That's what we teach, that they are not Israelites, and that Hannibal was not an Israelite. There are tons of, Afrocentric groups that love Hannibal because he was African. But because we are not Africans, we don't teach that Hannibal was one of us because there's no evidence that he ever was. So that's what we teach, if that's your question. All right. Good. Keep going.
My next question was on Genesis 12 and 15. Just to understand what was being observed like in real time. It says that Pharaoh had blessed, essentially given Abraham a lot of goods, cattle, land, and stuff because of Sarah. With the modern day, the way to look at it, like if you were seeing the scene, it was like she was a celebrity because of her beauty. Because of that, he earned money, or is it because he was?
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about Abraham's wife. I mean, he went to Egypt and came. He said that just saving my sister, etc. My question is like, what was happening in the scene in real time when it says that he had blessed her, he treated Abraham well? Did she become a celebrity, or was it because of her beauty he got in position? What can we teach on what was happening, sir?
Okay, to think about it in today's terms, it's very normal to something that could happen today. Let's say you run in a crowd of rulers of countries. What's that broad that Donald Trump is married to? Ivanka Trump, right? So she's at parties with Putin and prime ministers and things like that. And when she walks into the room, she is so beautiful. And so other world leaders go, oh my God, this world leader has such a beautiful wife. This cat Abraham has such a beautiful wife. And in his world, he's famous because his wife is so beautiful. Everyone talks about it at all of the parties and all of the rich, sophisticated parties of rich people. My God, this cat Abraham who came to the party, his wife is, my God, she's stunning. She's beautiful. So in essence, her beauty became famous, right? In that world, not to the farmers down there, you with sheep, but in the world of rich, sophisticated people that Abraham was rolling in, her beauty was famous. That's your point. Go ahead.
My last question, sir, was on the same sort of topic, but in the book of Job, when it says that the Lord blessed him, was that, of course that wasn't magical. Was it like, we were observing Job, was it, he, basically like when we say that he got out of the funk, or the jam up that he was in, he worked hard, and because of that, the Lord blessed him? Like, is that what we would have observed, or what would have?
Are you asking me, how did God bless Abraham?
Sorry, how did God bless him? I'm talking about Job, but it said
Job, I'm sorry.
He blessed him twice, etc.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't magical, so I'm saying if I was teaching that, I would say, when I say like he got out of the jam up he was in, like the funk he was in, and then worked hard, or how would you say this?
Okay, a blessing is more tangible than that, and it says it. It says that everything that Job got, he got back that and more. That's in the end of the book of Job. I think it's like 43 or 40. Meaning he got new children. He lost all his children. Right. He got new children. He had more children. He lost all of his cattle. He got new cattle. Imagine your house burns down and you lose everything. And if you are weak, you might sit and contemplate suicide because you've lost everything. Then after a while, you start getting back on your feet. People start giving money to you to get a new house, to get a new car. You meet a woman. Job's wife hated him. All of a sudden, you meet a new bad broad. Oh, brother, she's ready to give you some children. You lost some and you're sad over that. But all of a sudden, this new bad broad, of good marriageable age with good hips, good strong hipped girl, big legged girl. You know what I'm talking about, young brothers. Oh, before you know it, she's pregnant every year. Now, once again, it doesn't take back what you've been through, but you're blessed now because you have new children to love. You have a new wife or new wives. You got a new house. That's a blessing. Right? A blessing is the opposite of a curse. What's a curse? Losing your wife, losing your kids, losing your everything. You get it all back plus more. Jesus Christ said this: whosoever loseth house or land or mother or father for my sake and the gospel shall get it back 100-fold in this life and the kingdom of heaven. So that's what a blessing is, Og. It's getting something from the Lord. It's getting something you didn't have before. Now you got money. You were sleeping in your car. Now you have an apartment, right? You had no friends. Now you got brothers who will die for you. You had no women, now you got 2. You understand? That's blessing. Come on.
I see a recurring thing when I read about people in history, particularly influential figures, and that is they had a very turbulent personal life, and they went through either some sort of sickness or ailment. David and his trials and tribulations. Is that like part of the game where men that live large lives typically have very large falls as well, like Job's case, David's case, etc. Is that true, or no? That's kind of off the mark.
Okay, no, I'll make it even simpler for you. Suffering builds character.
Understood.
You get that, don't you?
Yes.
Right? Now, what could you do with character? Anything you want. You get my point? So many times you can't do anything in life because you are of weak character, right? Because you fall at the first sign of failure. You fall. You have weak character. So you really can't go get a job, at a fast food place. Why? Because you have to stop smoking weed. Like, think about the little things in life that you cannot overcome. A urine test is going to put most of you in poverty for the rest of your life. Piss is why you will never succeed. Piss. You can't succeed because of piss. Now you think about that. Think about what is a stumbling block to you? Piss. What if you had character? Like, what if you suffered so much that you had such a mindset that could overcome any obstacle? You might overcome piss. And then after you overcome piss, what else could you do? You understand?
Understood. Go on, sir. Appreciate it.
No problem. Anything else? Gotcha.
Yes, sir. This is from UPK Sharaj. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahshua.
Let me say shalom to the 2 young brothers in class. Kaparium. Give Kaparium a hand. Tip on up, Kaparium. Good job, Kaparium. Get Kaparium on the camera over here. He's strong and powerful. Get him on the camera. Come on up here. Kaparium, I gave your father some money to give to you later. He's going to give you some cash. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Barakatah. You know it? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Barakatah. Good job, brother. I'm going to give him some money. Let's see the other brother. Good job. Come on up here, young warrior. What's his name again? Kabad. Come on up, Kabad. Look at Kabad. He's getting so tall. Kabad, you're tall, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Barakatah. Give me a pound. Baggity. Give him a hand. Good job, Kabad. Wobbity. Go see your daddy. Go ahead. Get it on right here. That's Kabad, man. Hardcore young brothers. Kaparium and Kabad were born in the truth. Born in the Israelite school of UPK. Good job, Kaparium. Good job, Kabad. Get your father to give you some money. Give him some cash. Pay him. Give him a hand. Well done. All right. Anything else? Questions? Preguntas?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna let me know when to roll, right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book. This is from UPK Sharaj. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahshua. Salak Yadawan. Can I get a breakdown on 1 Corinthians 14, verses 1 through 2? Christians think this is referring to speaking in tongues.
Oh boy. Okay. Give me this precept. Give me babbling. Is that the one I always pull? Babbling? It seems like it's another word, but maybe it's not. Give me this precept first. Before I read the one you want me to read, let me give you this one to give to Christians, all right? He's speaking about speaking in tongues, which in the jazz world, it used to be called scatting. You brothers don't listen to jazz. But if you listen to jazz, you would hear Sammy Davis Jr., the Ella Fitzgerald would say, which used to be called scatting in jazz. Round about that same time, in the 1920s and 30s, all of a sudden the churches started speaking in tongues, saying, it's a performance. It's done in jazz. Show me scatting up here on the screen, if you don't mind. Show me Ella Fitzgerald speaking in tongues, or Sammy Davis Jr. speaking in tongues. They called it scatting, and they did it at concerts. What precept do you have for me? Go ahead.
At 1 Timothy 6 and 20, it says vain babblings. Is that?
Yeah, that's it.
1 and 2 are kind of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust,
Mm-hmm.
avoiding profane and vain babblings.
Avoiding what?
Profane and vain babblings.
Alexa, what is babbling?
As a noun, babbling is usually defined as foolish or meaningless chatter, prattle. As an adjective, babbling is usually defined as chattering or prattling aimlessly. For more,
Alexa, stop. Thank you. Meaningless chatter. Talking that means nothing. That's babbling, brothers. The Bible says not to do it. Avoid it. Stop babbling. Speaking in tongues is nothing. You don't have scatting for me, do you? It's all over the place. Just remind me on Thursday, we'll do it. It's all over the place, scatting. You can pull it up on your phones, scatting, okay? So now you know that. That's the babbling precept. There's another one in the Apocrypha that says, you have that one?
I have,
Give me that.
2 Timothy. Sir.
Please, go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 16. But shun profane and vain babblings.
Shun them. Shun babbling, talking that means nothing. Our people are already so uneducated. Your great-grandmother was not allowed to read. Are you telling me that now in a black church in 2025, you're talking and saying nothing? God damn. Do you understand how sad that is? We need education. You telling me in church they're going, hashkala ba 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 shaba ba ba ba. What does that mean? Only God knows. Well, what are you telling it to me for? I'm black. My great-grandmother was not allowed to read. I need an education. I don't need words that mean nothing. I need education. Tell me something. Listen, my children are getting left back in school. Donald Trump is bringing a military tank into my neighborhood. My brother got shot. I'm struggling with a weed problem. Reverend, do you have something you can help me with? I absolutely do, my son. Come here closer. Hashkala baba baba shanana baba baba shanana hashkala baba baba. Damn, I came here for help. I'm trying to help you, son. You said your mother has cancer. I understand. Listen carefully. Baba baba shanana Preacher, I don't know if you understand. Preacher, listen. Preacher, listen. With all due respect, Reverend, Doctor. My children, I found out that my little girl is taking naked pictures of herself and putting them on the internet. And I found out my son has a murder charge. Oh, man, brother, that's so heavy, man. Listen, well, this much I can definitely guarantee you. You might need to find a different church because I don't know if that helps with real life problems. I don't know if babbling and gobbling actually does anything when we have real problems. We're not rich people. We don't walk into church with small issues. We're not getting audited by the IRS like some rich white man. You know, our pool boy isn't in there, looking at our wife. We're about to go to jail. We have a murder charge. Our son has a murder charge. We have cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes. Is not going to help us. Avoid babbling. Avoid talking that means nothing. Now give me the precept that Christians are using to say you should talk and it should mean nothing. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 1. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy. Verse 2. For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue.
In a what?
In an unknown tongue.
In a what?
Unknown tongue.
He that speaketh in an unknown tongue. Now, the word tongue means language. That's a tongue, a language. So he that speaketh in an unknown tongue, meaning a tongue that no one knows, keep going,
speaketh not unto men,
He's not speaking to men. Go ahead.
but unto God.
He's only speaking to God because this language, the people listening don't know that language. Keep going.
For no man understandeth him,
Because no one understands him. Keep going.
howbeit in the spirit he speaketh mystery.
Even though actually he's saying something that is so heavy and so mysterious. What is this precept telling you to do about unknown tongues? It's right in front of every Christian that reads it. It's right in front of your face. Read the first line. The first thing you just read, Malak. Go ahead.
For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue,
The first line. Way at the top.
follow after charity.
Do what?
Follow after charity.
Do what?
Follow after charity.
Follow after, chase. Go get charity. What is charity? Kindness. Kindness, mercy. Go get it. Follow after it. Go get charity. You know what you should be? You should be a charitable person. You should be someone that's kind. Kind to the weak. Kind to the homeless. Kind to immigrants. Kind to children. You should be kind. Follow after it. Go get it. Be charitable. Keep going.
And desire spiritual gifts.
What should you want? A spiritual gift. You should want a spiritual gift. What's a spiritual gift? Something that is in here, not out here. See, this is a carnal gift, right? Physical gift, money, cars, clothing. But then there's a gift that you put in here. Kindness, mercy, courage. It's in here. It's a spirit. Young brother, microphone, please. Ven otra vez, please. Please, young brother, please.
If I could, my question is, based on what you just said about the kindness and children and everything, what if a person has that and he has the richness, money, and materialist thing? What do you think about that type of person?
That person should seek the spiritual gift and thank God for the physical. It's about what you pursue. You understand, young warrior? It's about, you have to know what is more important in life. What's more important is that I go get kindness. I go get mercy. In doing so, God can give me mercy and riches and money and women and power. Solomon, right before Solomon became king over Israel, he prayed to God and he said, Lord, I pray not for the lives of my enemies, and I pray not for gold and silver, but rather I pray for wisdom, that I may lead thy people Israel. God's reply was, because you did not pray for gold and silver. You did not pray for the lives of your enemies, but rather you prayed for wisdom. I will give you wisdom, and I will give you the lives of your enemies and gold and silver. Solomon pursued wisdom. He didn't pursue gold and silver. He didn't pursue revenge. He got it anyway. He pursued wisdom. That's what you have to do in life. You have to pursue mercy. Go get it. And mercy is hard because you weren't given mercy in your life. Would that be correct? Yeah. When you were growing up, the place you came from, the family you were in, people didn't give you mercy. And when you're not given mercy, it's hard to have it. It's hard to give it to someone else. So if I'm not taught mercy from a loving mother, a loving father, a loving environment, how do I ever have mercy on someone else? I will have to pursue it. I'll have to set about my life and go, I'm learning how to be merciful. I'm going to learn how to be kind. I'm going to do it. I'm going to chase it the way a greedy man chases money. I'm going to learn it. In doing so, you're going to get mercy and riches and power and things that you weren't pursuing. You understand, Ark? The what? Keep going. I'm sorry. We got to go? We done? What was the last one?
I had a question on that topic.
Go ahead.
Saying as far as somebody who didn't receive those things growing up. What about like when people often feel like, okay, I didn't receive love growing up or in this relationship. I received hate, and that taught me how to love.
I received hate,
right,
and it taught me how to love.
Right.
Okay, keep going.
So how would someone like that really learn how to love. Their perception of love come from someone that hated.
Okay, well, you use a very important word, perception. Okay, many people call a concept a name, and it's not really what it is. Meaning, many people will kill you because they have to be a man. You understand? Many people fight because they have to get respect. But if you don't know what those things are, you might actually be hurting someone who you shouldn't be because you don't know what that is. You understand? They had a line around the corner for people who wanted to be ICE agents in Washington, D.C. Black people, Hispanic people were in the line. And the news went up to the Hispanics and said, why are you trying to be an ICE agent, seeing that they're, hurting Hispanics? And Hispanics, all of them said, because I'm an American and I want to be a real American. You see, someone that's an immigrant who comes to America, they want to be American. But what is that? You know what it means to be an American? To arrest Hispanics, to be a cop that cleans up the ghetto and beats up black people. If your concept is an American is cruel, an American hates Mexicans, hates Hispanics, a real man beats his wife. That's what a real man does. He beats his kids. Your father beats you to death. So when I grow up, I want to be a real father. But what does that mean to you? Sometimes a real father means beating your children with sticks and stripping them naked and beating them with an extension cord, because that's what a father does. You see, your concept of that thing has to come from God, not from you. Let me give you the short answer. The Israelite School of UPK will teach you what it means to be a man. We'll teach you what it means to be a father. We'll teach you what it means to get respect. We'll teach you. The word respect is one of the most misunderstood words on the planet. And black people kill each other over that from before I was born. All my life in the world, I don't know how much harm I did to people because I thought they disrespected me. I think about it now and I feel so effing dumb about something I did to someone at a party because I thought he was disrespecting me. What was disrespect? Looking at me. Look like this. That's it. He disrespected me. He looked at me. I think about it now, it makes my stomach hurt. The things I did to people because of respect. The word respect, Abun, you know this. Re means what? What does re mean? Like rewind. Back. What is spect? Spectacles. Spectacles. Spect is look. That's what spect means, like a spectacle. It means to look. The word respect means to look back. Because there were times when we were traveling, and if you were a leader and you were strong and you could run or you could ride a horse, you were always out in front. So if you were out in the front, you had to have respect for the people who were not as fast as you, who couldn't keep up. They were small. They weren't strong. They were old people. So the person in front had to have respect for the people in the back. Respect has nothing to do with fighting someone because you have to dominate everyone you see. Respect is for the poor. Respect is for the small, for the children, for the weak. While you're up front, make sure they're okay. Now, how many lives have been lost over disrespect, over respect? Your concept of disrespect has to come from here. Right. So never do anything because you think you know what it means to be a father. You don't. How could you? You don't know what it means to be a husband. How could you? You don't know what it means to be righteous, to be good, to be a man. We will tell you what to do. You do it. Now, if you understand that, then you'll never make an error that young men make. I pray you understand. Was there anything else? With that, pass the class over to Priest Officer Mahayaman.
Shalom, which means to be seated. Well, the I.S.U.P.K security announcements, where the I.S.U.P.K started 1 West on 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Jerry YAHANNA. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment, you can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means the 10th in Hebrew. It means the 10th in Hebrew, Ma'asharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, we were offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount we would like. The next up-and-coming holy convocation will be the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets, on the first day of the 7th month. It lands on the 21st of September, which is a Sunday. You can find this in Leviticus 23, 23rd chapter, verses 24 and 25. Remind Akim and Akwakim to check the bulletin board in the hallway. And then if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, full shirt, pants, headband, start with that. Men of Israelite, Imagine. Just means to stand. We're going to give each other a courtesy salute. All right. All right. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Barakathon. Got the Matah, Saw, which means to turn. Sister, Imagine, which means to stand. We're going to give the sister a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh, Shamar, Hashem, Yahushua. Got the Matah, class dismissed.